Tywin Lannister is nothing like the great political schemer he's cracked up to be. Cunning, ruthless, and he's certainly got the chops as an administrator, but when you map out the vast majority of his biggest actions, a lot of them at heart are driven by his personal ego, and that makes his actions very predictable and flawed, even if he goes about them in very clever and cunning ways. One example for this short: what does the young Tywin do with the lesser houses stalling on paying their debts? Even though his father was still the lord at the time, Tywin very suddenly demands all payments to be made immediately, which is a surprise. House Tarbeck and House Rain challenge Tywin over this, so he completely wipes their families from the face of the planet, all of them dead, and it works perfectly for what he wants. All the other houses now pay their debts, fearing the same treatment, but on a more emotional level, this was designed as an act to carve out a new image for Tywin. Someone who wants to be feared and has total control, and it completely undermines his own father in the process. People had been laughing at Lord Tytos as someone weak. Tywin's apparently fine with that, doesn't seek to defend him and his family, so long as he can cut a distinction. And for a man who talks so much about the importance of family, this distinction here, I think, tells us everything. Family either exists to extend his personal image and sense of ego, or when family harms his personal image, he has to separate himself off, which is exactly what he does with his children. And to make a very long story short, or a very in-depth YouTube video that you can find below, into a YouTube short, none of his children grow up capable to develop House Lannister further because he has treated them all as extensions of his image, rather than independent people capable of growing their own branches to a large tree. You know, Ned Stark dies and Winterfell is obliterated, yet the North remembers him, the North is loyal to him. Tywin dies, and now that the fear is removed, who remains loyal to the Lannisters? Pycelle?
You cannot mean...
You're left with a daughter who has a warped sense of self, was denied all political education, and is spiralling out of control and paranoia. You've got a son who seems likely to forgo House Lannister entirely, and a second son who quite literally calls Tywin and everything he stands for in revenge. I think this inevitable downfall is largely Tywin's own doing. It's the perfect irony, but hey, it's more nuanced than this short implies. Watch the whole video if you're interested, because it's not quite as simple as just saying